Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Player Career Mode, and we're going to get straight into it with a game against Atletico de Madrid.
We welcome you to one of the great football cities anywhere in the world, and these two sides are certainly two of the biggest in Spain, with fans who really care. Stay tuned, we'll bring you all the action from the Metropolitano as Atletico take on Real Madrid.
And yeah, this might be actually the last league game that we might see here for this season, because this is league games against the big rivals are much more important in my eyes, and we had to look into some of the league games to see when we get to lift the La Liga trophy. And I did manage to get the recording. Obviously, I didn't record that game, but I did record the trophy lift. So we will get to see that in the next episode, because after this game, there's really nobody that can catch up to us. Barcelona got really close. I can say right now that we are at 99 points with one game in hand, or one game left of the season, and Barcelona are like 9 points away from us. So, it's literally impossible. We've already lifted the trophy. You guys will get to see that in the next episode, along with the other important games, which you guys will discover as we go throughout today's episode. You'll figure out what I mean. But we do get a nice win here, a nice hat trick, probably the last hat trick of this season. I actually don't remember how many hat tricks we scored, but we're gonna get right into the all-important match. As you guys remember, last time it ended 1-1, and we're gonna get our chance to play at home now against Man City, and it should be a much better game, because whenever we play at home, we do play a lot better. So we're going to get straight into that.
One man the focus of attention. Top scorer in the Champions League. Can he add to his total tonight? We'll find out soon, as we're just minutes away from kickoff. It's live.
So yeah, we're getting close to that Champions League record. And we actually find out that the record is still 17 to this day, and we've been the only one that's gotten close to it. And yeah, there you go, the bracket there. Some very, very convincing wins from some of the teams, but we still have a job to do here versus Man City. And in the previous season, we did face Man City, and we did end up winning by a very narrow margin. And we're gonna try our best to make it a bigger one this time around. We get a very early chance here inside 10 minutes. Lobs the ball to Vinicius, and he scores our first goal. And then I get a nice touch here, make a even farther touch, get one-on-one with Ederson. Another left-footed shot, and it goes into the back of the net for 2-0, 3-1 on aggregate, and it's a much more comfortable win, I would say. As you can see there, 15 goals now in the Champions League. We're not that far, and hopefully, we can somehow beat the record. And if we can, that's something huge for us. And it's not something to, just brush on the rug. Even if we do lose the Champions League, that's still a huge achievement for us. And if we do end up beating it, then we would have to have a phenomenal second run, or third run technically, in the Champions League for the record again. Because once you set it, you want to chase after it again. You want to push it as far as you can, because sometimes you can only push it so little first time around. But yeah, it's going to end 2-0 here at the Santiago Bernabeu. We get the win, 3-1 on aggregate, and we move on. And we find out that our opponents are actually going to be AC Milan, and this is going to be a tight game, because Serie A is really good, and Milan is a very, very respectable team, and they got a bunch of talented players in their side. So let's get into it.
This ought to be a game not just appealing to fans of the respective sides, but also to neutrals. Two of the best teams in Europe up against each other. It's Milan, they take on Real Madrid, and it's coming up next on EA TV.
And yeah, historically, I actually have no idea how these guys have gone down in previous matches, if they've ever played each other. Man City, Real Madrid feels like a more newer thing, but I don't think we've seen that in real life yet. It could be a thing in a couple years where they consistently, both of them are giants for the Champions League, obviously. City making the final in real life last year, or last season, technically, this year. And yeah, first half, nothing really happened in the Milan game. A lot of the game was really much fought in the midfield. There wasn't much on either side, and we got a chance here. There's a nice bicycle, but he doesn't get the ball under the bar. And here, try to do some nice skill moves, and I make a nice back heel pass, and we finally get our goal. It took us until the 74th minute. But Leon Bailey doesn't disappoint. He finally scores goal in the Champions League, and makes it 1-0. And Milan's actually going to be our toughest opponent in the Champions League thus far, because these guys are crazy defensively. Like I literally could not figure out where to go anywhere. And I tried my best to get some shots somewhere, but it was quite literally impossible to get anything off. And it only ends 1-0 in the first leg. And now we move on to the second leg. It's not that great of a lead, especially with the fact that Milan can now score away goals, which is detrimental for us, but we're gonna see if we can end up winning.
Our camera lens trained on one man. Top scorer in the Champions League. Can he add to his total tonight? We'll find out soon, as we're just minutes away from kickoff. It's live.
Yeah, like I said, Milan is one of the toughest opponents, and we're actually going to get to see the bracket here in a moment. Liverpool winning Wolfsburg up 2-1 against Bayern. Manchester United only up 1-0 there. And it looks like it's going to be a very tough Champions League bracket to continue on. We have Milan, and obviously, like I said before, when we're at the Bernabeu, we tend to play just a little bit better. Here we get a nice cross, but nobody gets a good header on it. And here we get another chance. Ball sent into the middle, and it's going to be an own goal. And that's unfortunate for them. Vinicius is the one who gets the celebrations because he's obviously the one who sent in the cross. And in the 54th minute, they get an opportunity to score, but it just goes wide, and Dele Alli there just puts his hands over his head. And that's actually going to be all she wrote. The game was tough, and we took our chances when we could. There's not much else to really say. This was probably the toughest 2 games I've ever played in the top flight. And next time if we do face Milan again, I want to make sure that I make a bigger statement than the one I played in these 2 games. I feel like I ghosted a lot, and I don't want to do that, especially for a team like Real Madrid. And now we have our new opponent, Wolfsburg. So they somehow ended up beating Bayern, which is scary. We're going to get straight into it.
This is when it really gets tense. Only 4 teams remain in the biggest club competition in the world, and we're not far away from kickoff in the first leg. Stay with us, we'll have all the action for you live right here on EA TV.
So yeah, we get to play against Wolfsburg in their stadium, and I actually had some flashbacks to when Wolfsburg played Real Madrid in real life, and Ronaldo had to get them out of that defeat that they had in the first leg. I'm pretty sure it was like 2-0 defeat. And then Ronaldo in the Bernabeu turned up and just hammered the win home, which was crazy to see a long time ago. And so now we get to see Real Madrid versus Wolfsburg again. And, hopefully it's a much better match than the first leg that they had that some time ago. And yeah, you would expect that Wolfsburg would be a much tougher opponent, simply because they beat Bayern 5-1, which is absolutely crazy for me to even think about. I actually had to look up where Wolfsburg were in the Bundesliga table, and they were like fourth or something, and Bayern were still dominating the league, and I was like, damn, that's crazy to even think about. And here we get our 16th goal. We're one away from the record. And we get a nice chance here for the 17th goal, but it hits the bar. And I just don't know, man. I wanted to score that, and it hit the bar, and I feel like I put too much power. And I don't know what it is. They get a cross here. Courtois gets out jumped, doesn't get the ball, and we stumble into a 1-1. And I immediately panic because we get a chance here, and he makes a nice save. But it doesn't end at 1-1. We get a nice opportunity here. We score with our head, which is funny to me, because when I saw that live, I was like, this is the weirdest goal I've ever actually scored. Because I didn't put my head back or anything. I literally just like ran towards it, and I just hit it with the momentum of my run. There wasn't like any head movement or whatnot. And man, I struggled to get that 18th goal. I struggled so much because I had two chances in the same style, and they both got saved technically, but we did score off one of them, which I won't mind. And the game here is actually going to end 3-1, and I was a little bit disappointed. I asked for the ball there, because I wanted to get that next goal to break the record officially. But we never actually got the chance to there. And yeah, I have the 17 goals now, and I'm pretty sure that's tied with Ronaldo. I don't remember what season he scored 17 goals, but scoring 17 goals in the Champions League is super difficult. I have total respect for anybody that even scores one Champions League goal at any point, be it the group stages, be it the final, be it the knockout stages. It's crazy, and the fact that we have managed to score this many goals in our second Champions League run is crazy to think about, because who would have thought we would have ended up here, because it's crazy to even think about. We started at Stevenage, went through the ranks, moved to Bayer Leverkusen, was tired of their management, ended up being at Real Madrid, and now we're breaking the record for most goals in a single campaign, and we're going to get straight into the second leg of this Champions League.
Cameras trained on one man. Is today the day when he breaks the Champions League scoring record? Find out with us on EA TV.
So yeah, this game is the game to finally break that record. And if I do break that record, it's a nice feeling when it's at home, And looking at the bracket, Chelsea there 3-1. I'm pretty sure that was after their two legs were already played. So it's pretty much secure that it's going to be a Manchester United final, and it's probably going to be us, because I don't think Wolfsburg here has the capabilities to make it back, and we get a nice goal in the 16th minute, and Leon Bailey scores that, which is really nice for him. I think this was like his third goal in the Champions League, and we get a chance here, and I want to just blast it, but he makes a great save, and I just lose my mind at how he even got there. And I make a nice backheel pass here, and my teammate passes it off to Varane, who scores his first goal in the Champions League for this campaign. And I'm thinking, man, everybody else is scoring besides me, man. What is happening? But I fight for the ball here. I get it back, and I start running, and I'm thinking, just shoot it. Just shoot it, man. Just put it wherever you want. And I finally get a goal. I finally break the record to make it 3-0 at home. 18 goals in the Champions League. I'm having a freaking blast, man. I finally get a record that I really wanted, breaking the Champions League goal records, especially as a striker, going through Stevenage for God knows how long, and I finally achieved something in my career mode that I wanted for so long. And we might not beat Ronaldo's record of all-time Champions League goal scorer, but at least we have the campaign record under our belt. And we beat Wolfsburg 3-0 here, 3-1 away, 6-1 on aggregate. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached basically the end of Season 5. We're going to get one more episode, obviously, and that will contain the trophy lift of La Liga, because that's important to show, because we had to play and win almost every game to make sure that we don't fall through. And technically, as of right now, we actually haven't lost a game in La Liga, so it would be a undefeated title, if that's even a combination of words for the win. But as you can see here in March, a lot of wins in La Liga, and we had that Man City win, and then in April we had all these wins in La Liga, and obviously, as you saw, the wins against Milan and Wolfsburg, and those two Milan games were crazy. I'm even surprised we won, because the second goal was technically an own goal. The first goal was the only one we genuinely scored, and it was very tough to make any chances. But May, as you can see, we got one draw, 2 wins, and the Getafe 3-0 win is actually when we got the trophy lift. So you guys will see the trophy lift in the next episode, and you will see maybe the goals. I think I did record the goals just to have some filler before the trophy lift. And then, as you can see there, we have a Villarreal game. Pretty sure this is Villarreal. And then we have the Manchester United Champions League final. And I will try to see if YouTube doesn't copyright the intro. So I will try to have sound for that, because I've taken it off for most of the Champions League games, just because Champions League anthem is very heavily copyrighted. But maybe they changed. Maybe it's more allowed now, because it's a FIFA thing. It's not real life game. So maybe they cut me some slack or something. But I've heard that they do hunt down on the Champions League logos and sounds and whatnot and everything. So maybe we're allowed to do the final with the sound, and if we are, then I'll make sure to have it on. But if not, then the audio will be muted for the openings and whatnot, just to make sure that you guys get the upload tomorrow. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys enjoyed and have enjoyed this season, especially the Champions League performances that we've thrown out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.